Hi, over here we have Bill Song, CEO and co-founder of Peak3. So Bill, I have a few questions for you. So for the ones who don't know you or Peak3, can you quickly introduce yourself?
Sure. So, Bill Song, I'm an insurance guy. Actually, I joined Allianz many years ago. I used to be the CEO of Allianz China, and I helped them to get a transformation license, open their branches in Shanghai. And 11 years ago, I joined Zhong'an. I was the first motor head, and 7 years ago, I became the first person to open the international business arm for Zhong'an. So now I'm leading this Peak3 company. If you never heard its names, I can introduce more. Previously, we called ourselves ZA Tech. It's actually a technology arm of the Zhong'an Group. But last year, we raised our fund, and now we got the new investor from Europe, from like EQT, from Southeast Asia, like Alpha JWC, and we are a vertical SaaS software provider. We are providing this insurance core system and the intermediary core system. So we are a truly cloud native one because we started later. We built everything in 2018 actually. So that's why we use all the latest technology. Now we are lucky. We are supporting more than 40 different insurance companies. Yes.
Thank you for that introduction as well. So I do want to ask, recently you announced a major new release of Peak3's core product, Graphene. Congratulations. And I read that your team spent over 1.5 million hours to develop the latest version. What is Graphene? What are the standout innovations in this version, and how do they reflect your customers' evolving needs?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. Actually, Graphene is our core system, insurance core system. This is a microservice-based cloud-native insurance modern core. So indeed, we spent a lot of efforts to upgrade it. And we built it on cloud since day one. It's a cloud agnostic one. And we provide free upgrades on a quarterly basis. So in the last 4 years, actually we successfully launched more than 100 sprints. Now, very luckily, we launched this Graphene 3.0. So what it means, right? Before, we started our business from embedding insurance. That's our bread and butter. And how to support embedding insurance, digital acquisition. But now in the 3.0, actually we became a real end-to-end core for the whole general insurance business. So we can support commercial lines and we can support group policies. So we have a very, very strong health end-to-end core system capability. So Graphene became one platform supporting P&C, life, and health. So this time, another important changes is AI. Because as we said, insurance company are asking for more, and AI became the biggest topic. So we leverage the knowledge from our friends, our mother company. So now we became an AI native company. We try to built an AI agnostic, LLM agnostic platform. So on top of that, we built a connection with insurance core. So yeah, that's a Graphene 3.0. If you have interest, let us know. Yeah.
It sounds like it's a very comprehensive product in itself. Yeah. And I do want to ask as well, in the recent blog article, you questioned whether insurance core systems are dead in the age of AI. Can you expand on what that means for the future of enterprise architecture for insurers?
Yeah. That's a really good question, and actually confused me for many months. Last December, the group CEO of Microsoft had his very aggressive announcement. He said, SaaS is dead, right? Because we are actually one of the largest SaaS provider in insurance core system. So I would say, oh, am I dying, right? But after 3 months, right, I believe AI will definitely be the next stage of insurance core. But it cannot replace insurance core system. Because from the regulator side, this is very obvious. and everyone is expecting explainable is a deterministic system. So I see this is the big future. By fully utilizing the power of the system, the AI, and we can greatly reduce the efforts, but it cannot simply replace the core. Core will still be there. So that's why, internally we had a lot of very healthy discussion. We recently launched a web paper talking about the insurance core in the AI area. So I will have a panel later. I can explain this very simply, right? AI, just like your brain, you have the best brain. However, when you want to control your motion, your whatever, anything activities, you need to make sure your finger, your feet, your arms are API based. Otherwise, how your brain can control this, right? And in your blood, that's data. Insurance is a data game, is a risk control game. So if insurance companies still cannot fully utilize the data, cannot get the data from the other ecosystem, it's still hard for them to unleash the power of AI, right? So AI area is coming. I firmly believed it. Don't get me wrong, right? I always said, okay, 5 years ago, when I joined this kind of event, I heard Meta, I heard blockchain, I had whatever, so many things, clouds. And starting from last year, the buzzword became AI. But this time, AI is real. So that's why we became an AI native company.
Yeah, thanks so much for that very detailed explanation as well.
Yes.
And also I do want to ask, how is AI then influencing the way Peak3 designs and evolves its products?
Yeah, I think as what I said, right? So we believe AI can play a big roles. However, we need to start from something fundamental level, right? You need to clean your data. You need to build the API-based, the microservice-based system. So we believe this part, and we are also a player, try to enable AI. Let insurance company do that. But why I said we become a more AI enabled or native company, we try to build our AI layers, as what I said, LLM agnostic, and try to build a connection with our insurance core. So that's the only way you could fully use your brain to control your finger, right? So that's one. Number two, we are also trying to build the architecture very strongly. In the past 6 months, you can see the changes, how fast the whole market iterates. And there is a cloud, there is a Gemini, there's a, right, before there's a GPT 3.0, 3.5, DeepSeek. So we must provide upgradable, a safe architecture. This part is usually neglected by the insurance company. It's missing, right? So we are a tech company. We try to provide a good infra and make sure when insurance company wants to use the latest version of technology, we are ready. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is about the AI ecosystem, right? Because the more we learn, the more we found actually the importance of data. And there were many niche players, vertical players, like for example, in health areas, fraud, waste, abuse, FWA vendors, IDP, right, the document processing vendors, and Emota, right. In each sector, there were a lot of niche players with great expertise, with definitely beautiful AI solutions. So we want to be an AI platform. If we can collaborate with those partners, we can provide a much comprehensive tech offer to the insurance company.
Yeah, Bill, it sounds like it comes down to good data hygiene as well as good architecture as well. So I do have one more question for you. What's next for Peak3 in terms of product direction, innovation, or broader vision? Are there new technologies, markets, or partnerships you see as particularly transformative?
Yeah, I like this question. We talk a lot about the AI, so I don't repeat myself. AI is definitely a company level direction. So beyond this, actually, we want to expand to more markets. So 3 years ago, we went to Europe. Actually, Europe grew extremely fast and now became my largest BU actually. So we also see huge opportunity in that continent. So we are also bridging these two continents. I see actually Asia is quite famous for innovation in insurance sector. So there are many, many European companies, they are coming back to Asia to understand more. So we are also trying to bring more innovations to Europe. We want to grow that continent much faster. And we also have the solid plan to enter Middle East and Latin America. So we already got a quite nice pipeline, but we want to consolidate all our technology, and we want to make sure we have the right partnerships, and before we go to the new market. And the last big change from the company side is about our partnership or future delivery models. Because as what I said, we recently launched this Graphene 3.0, right? Our products definitely reach a different level of maturity. This is a pure end-to-end core. So we are ready to work with more SI partners. Before, right, we actually deliver most of the project ourselves. And this not because we don't trust our SI, it's just because our maturity was not there. But now we want to work with SI partners, consulting firms. We believe only when every people gather together, create a synergy, create a mutual interest, and we can support insurance company better. So we recently announced our partnership with FPT. So that will be the first one. So we hope we can have more and more of these partnerships. So if you have any interest in working with us, feel free to directly talk with us. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And that was Bill from Peak3.
Thank you. Keep in touch.